Well, it is great to be back at No Middle School. It's remarkable how many times that we have been here to celebrate ExCEL Award winners over the past 2 years. In fact, I understand that some students in the school were even bragging, hey, I have 2 ExCEL Award winners that are my teachers. So that's the kind of spirit that we like to see. People often ask me, Mr. Rodemeyer, how many years have you been doing the ExCEL Award? Well, it goes back 23 years. I did not do it the first year, but I think I picked it up about halfway into the second year of ExCEL Awards, about 1991. So you can see the ExCEL Award goes back far beyond when you guys were even born. It is a long-standing tradition in the community, and there are many, many great teachers that we have honored over the years. And we come today to honor one more, and you're probably already saying, yes, Ms. Lyles is an ExCEL Award winner. Throughout the years, we have honored teachers of many disciplines, including art and vocal music, right here in this school. But perhaps no part of a broad curriculum influences the heart and the spirit of a school like no than a band. A school band, a band that leads the cheers, a band that we cheer for their spirit and their excellence. Band is part of the American experience. Band concerts in the park, the marching bands at football games, even Professor Harold Hill, who saved the youth of River City by starting a band. And we come today to honor the curator of band music at No Middle School. As a fellow teacher wrote, Beth Lyles has dedicated her career to her love of education, education through music. A band, of course, is a group endeavor, a composite of talents, but it depends on a teacher who provides personal instruction to each member of the band. And the result of that individual instruction is excellence as a group. Beth's bands have been consistently rated as distinguished in statewide competitions. And it happens year after year. She has been here for almost 15 years now. Beth, as I said, is the caretaker of band music here. She recruits new students for her classes, new players for her bands, and the task is daunting. 5 classes or more every year, every day, at different levels. That's a lot of classes over more than 15 years at this school. And every year, it seems she is capable of taking her bands, as you have just heard, to new heights. Beth, I referred to the music man, but you are the music woman, the leader of the band. We come to honor you as a music teacher, but a teacher for all students. Beth Lyles, please come forward. At this moment, I always tell teachers that this apple reflects the faces of all of the students in all of your bands, past and future. Beth Lyles, congratulations, you're an ExCEL Award winner.
On behalf of all the employees at LG&E and KU, it truly is a pleasure for me to be here today to honor such an exceptional teacher for the positive impact she has had on the lives of her students. At LG&E and KU, we feel strongly that education is the key to a brighter future and improving the quality of life for everyone. We appreciate the talent and ideas that make our communities great places to live and work. In addition to the financial support provided by LG&E and KU, we are proud of our employees and their involvement in helping transform today's students into tomorrow's leaders. Because we have a passionate belief that we can make a difference in the world around us, our commitment to education in our communities is enduring. Ms. Lyles, today's recipient of the ExCEL Award, is just that sort of educator we admire. When she came to No Middle School in 1997, she had, in the words of her principal, Dr. Kathy Sayre, big shoes to fill. The testimony of her colleagues affirms that she has filled those shoes and more. They describe her as a credit to her profession and someone who exemplifies the very traits honored by the ExCEL program. She is described as an excellent musician, a passionate advocate for the arts, and a devoted teacher who recruits students for the band program and then gives them the tools, instruction, and support they need to be successful. I would like to share a few words that her colleagues have shared with us during the nomination process. Please listen to these quotes from the documents we received in support of her nomination. Ms. Lyles truly believes that every child can contribute. She has clearly demonstrated the depth of her content knowledge while creating experiences that challenge, motivate, and actively involve the learner. Her dedication and enthusiasm inspire both her students and her colleagues. When asked to describe Ms. Lyles, the words used were patient, dedicated, amazing, excited, helpful, and fair. After reviewing Ms. Lyles' application, it is clear that she is a master teacher who is dedicated to her students and to enhancing the total school culture. We are lucky to have her in the community, and it is with gratitude and humility that we are pleased to recognize her in this way today. Congratulations, Ms. Lyles, and please come forward to accept your award.
Thank you very much. It's an honor to be here. I want to thank LG&E, KU, and WHAS-TV for supporting the ExCEL Award and for giving us the opportunity to honor teachers like Ms. Lyles. The award is presented only to teachers who are dedicated to their profession, who provide in-depth instruction, who devote long hours to after-school activities, and who demonstrate a deep overall commitment to making sure the young people in our community are on a path to personal and professional success. I'd like to tell you also a few things that other educators say about Ms. Lyles. According to her colleagues, Ms. Lyles is adept at teaching every student. She puts in countless hours every day to make sure students get the help they need to be successful. She doesn't just teach students how to play through songs, she truly teaches the fundamentals of music. The observation team actually visited her classroom and praised her. They said she expertly managed a large class with a range of abilities. She taught high-level musical literature, which always isn't the case in middle school. She's well organized and uses her time well. She helped her students not only understand the content of her lesson, but also master musical techniques. Ms. Lyles, on behalf of the Jefferson County Public District, I would like to thank you for your dedication to our students. It is my honor to present to you 2 awards, the Superintendent's Medallion, and on behalf of the Jefferson County Board of Education, also the Board of Education Award.
On behalf of the 6,000 teachers of the Jefferson County Public Schools, I'd like to thank you for hosting this event for so many years, and we're also very appreciative to both LG&E and WHAS for their sponsorship and support over the years. Thank you very much. It's really an honor and a privilege as a fellow teacher to be here to recognize an outstanding teacher. This is a teacher, Ms. Lyles, who sets a wonderful example for the other teachers in the district. She does this in so many ways, and she exemplifies everything that a teacher can and should be in so many ways. She provides opportunities for her students to go above and beyond time and again, and she has the sort of expectations and the sort of nurturing support for her kids that allow them to excel. So it's really an appropriate award for her to receive because she helps so many others receive that sort of excellence themselves. So we are also recognizing her for her professional leadership. She has stepped up to the plate and shown leadership among music teachers, both in Jefferson County and beyond. And she has also dedicated herself to making sure that all of her students are successful, that she reaches all of them, and she even has kids coming back to help the students that are coming through. So she is an example to all of us, and when we have a group of teachers like we do in Jefferson County with 6,000 of us, we like to recognize one another, and we have a special recognition for teachers like Ms. Lyles who are an example that we strive to reach ourselves. We give those individuals our highest recognition for excellence, which is our Schoolhouse Award. So it's really my honor and privilege on behalf of the teachers of Jefferson County to say you are an example of what we all aspire to be, and we'd like to symbolize that with this Schoolhouse Award to you, Ms. Lyles. Congratulations.
I am personally so proud that Beth Lyles is being recognized today, not because she attended both the University of Kentucky and the University of Louisville like I did, and not because we share the same birthday, but because in selecting Beth Lyles as an ExCEL recipient, the ExCEL committee has identified a teacher who truly exemplifies excellence in teaching. And how is that defined? How is excellence in teaching defined? Expertise would be the first thing, being well respected by your colleagues for your knowledge, successfully working with widely diverse student groups, consistently preparing her bands for distinguished ratings at KMEA, as well as preparing students for the KMEA solo and ensembles, consistently preparing students and having numerous students selected for the JCPS All-County Band, receiving invitations to perform at such venues as the University of Kentucky Middle School Band Invitational, KMEA In-Service Conference, Schools to Watch Middle School Conference in Washington, D.C., and becoming a National Board Certified Teacher. Passion and energy are other qualities that you would look for in excellence in teaching. She's constantly looking for ways to improve student performance, spends many extra hours with students planning, preparing music, consistently focuses on students every day and after school and in each class. She models her own expertise and talent by serving as a guest conductor in honor bands in Fayette County, Southeastern Kentucky, EKU. Another thing you would look for is positive relationships with you, the students, parents, community members. She communicates effectively with young adolescents, with our middle school students. She serves as a role model and a mentor for students and student teachers. She engages students and values their individual growth over time. She also involves the parents in that growth by having evening events and having them involved in the band activities. She also serves as NO's Fund for the Arts coordinator. And the last couple of things, professionalism and commitment, would define teaching excellence. She's a member of the National Association for Music Education. She's held district offices as a member of KMEA. She's served on the JCPS All-County Band Committee. She's led professional development sessions for other JCPS music teachers. She serves currently as our team leader for our related arts teachers. And she collaborates with teachers outside the team in order to bring the music curriculum into other content areas. So Ms. Lyles defines excellence in teaching, and the ExCEL Award is an honor that I am certain that she will exemplify throughout her career, no doubt. So I want to thank you, Beth, for your energy, professionalism, and the expertise you bring to us each and every day.
I will never forget how I met Ms. Lyles. My college professor asked me to go to No Middle School to visit her 6th grade band class. Within the first 5 minutes of sitting in her class, She made me realize I definitely want to be a band director. What I saw in her class, she created an environment that was exciting and engaging. Her students were having fun and learning music. I was so inspired. I wanted to be in her 6th grade band, but I couldn't. I was too old. So I was like, could I be your student teacher? And she said, yes, but you'll be my first student teacher. So I thought that was pretty cool that she let me be her first student teacher. The one thing I saw during my student teaching is that Miss Lyles is dedicated. She stayed after school and sometimes came to school early to help her students with their music. It could be something now, the method book, or getting prepared for solo and ensembles, or getting prepared for an audition. Opportunities. I tell you, she gave me an opportunity to see all the amazing things that she did with her group. A number of concerts. You can't even come into a concert and it's already packed. You have to find a parking spot. Everybody's here at all her concerts. They do a great job. Jazz band, the concert band, you name it. And also, but one thing that really struck me, I have one of her students in my high school band. He's like, Miss Pulley, because of Miss Lyles let me be in her jazz band, I got to go to Washington, D.C. for the first time. I've never even been out of the state of Kentucky. That's changed right there. And she did that for that student. And also that student told me, he said, are you going to see Miss Lyles today? I said, yes, I'll see her. Please let her know that I got in the University of Louisville School of Music, and I'm going to be a band director because of her, and also tell her I'm sorry for putting my saxophone in water, and I won't do that again. But she inspires everybody. She inspired me, and she even helped me out with my band program. Miss Lyles, we are so happy that you won this award. My band students and I got you a gift, and we want to say congratulations. So, 6th grade year, my counselor, Miss Dukes, enrolled me into band. I admit that I was very devastated because my main concern was coming to know and being in dance so that I could audition for WHAS in the 8th grade. I did have musical background with the piano and my snare drum in elementary school, so I knew picking up a new instrument wouldn't be a problem. On the first day, Miss Lyles told us automatically that everyone cannot be in percussion and everyone cannot play drums. So that also devastated me. So she said I had 2 options. She said either the trombone or the tuba. No, I definitely did not want to play the tuba, so I picked the trombone. 2 things: I've never seen a trombone, didn't know what it was, and I've never played it. And that honestly was the first day that I started making a name for myself as a musician. During my musical experiences at Know with Miss Lyles were incredible. Miss Lyles always had a positive attitude walking into the band room. No matter what kind of stress we put her under or what kind of day she was having, we never knew because she was always happy and glad to be there. She taught us more than just about music. She taught us life goals as well. She taught us never to give up and strive for excellency. In a way, she taught me if you love something and you really want it, you have to work hard for it. You cannot give up, or you cannot let something bring you down. You have to fight hard for it, and I did. Ms. Lyles always taught us about music in a way that no other teacher that I think could have taught us. She spent many hours after school working with not only 6th graders, but all grade classes, and she wants us to strive for the best. Ms. Lyles believes in us in ways that I cannot tell you. And coming from someone who has graduated and that is currently in WHAS now, she knows what she is talking about. She prepares all her kids and will continue to prepare all her kids for their musical and their educational careers. And overall, Ms. Lyles is great and she is amazing. And we have many fond memories. One in particular was going to DC with Jazz Band. Now, if you guys all know me, I know 8th graders know that I'm the biggest Michael Jackson fan you'll probably ever meet. And an incident happened, he died, and Ms. Lyles was like a second mom to me, and she hugged me, and she told me everything was going to be okay, and that was probably one of the biggest fond memories I had. So in closing, I'm Destiny Carter, and because of Ms. Lyles' amazing teaching, I'm a sophomore at WHAS. I have distinguished ratings at KMEA, first and second chair in all-county concert and symphonic band. I'm currently second chair in jazz band, which if it wasn't for Ms. Lyles introducing me into jazz 6th grade year, I probably wouldn't have done it. Ms. Lyles has opened many doors for not only me, but for all of us. I'm so grateful that I not only have a mentor that I can go to, but also a friend. I want to give back just like she has given back to me. She has currently transformed young kids into successful musicians and has taught us so much about music and for our love of music. And as for Ms. Lyles earning this award, I congratulate you and I'm so proud of you and thankful that you do so much for No Middle School's band. We love you and continue to change the lives of kids every day.
Hi, I'm Miss JJ, the drama teacher, and I'm the girl who's lucky enough to be on the Related Arts team with Miss Lyles, who's our team leader. Miss Lyles is great to work with. In teaching, if you're not flexible, you'll break, and as a result, Miss Lyles is Gumby. She makes Gumby look stiff. She's always calm, cool, and collected. She could be in a deodorant commercial, I'm thinking. She has this ability to synthesize all the sounds around her and turn it into beautiful music, and some of you, you know who you are. She's the kind of teacher who can make the Related Arts teachers look really good. And believe me, sometimes we're a handful, but she always manages to make us look good. If she can lead us, she can lead anyone. Sometimes she even brings her, true story, she brings her baton to the team meetings. That's how dedicated she is. Her great leadership, good attitude, calm demeanor sets her apart from everyone else. Her band is always in top form, and she does so many cool things with them that No has a reputation in this community. It's because of her and her leadership that No is the best, and we are so lucky to have her, and we notice. You know, Miss Lyles, I want to give you a little trophy. This is from the kids. This is from the students.
Hi, my name's Erica. I'm in the 8th grade I'm in the jazz band. I'm in the 8th grade advanced band. I've been with Miss Lyles for all 3 years, 6th, 7th, and 8th, and I started playing in the 5th grade. When I started in the 5th grade, I didn't have much musical experience, and when I was moving on 6th grade, I was like, how am I going to do this exactly? Because, I mean, I really didn't know what to do. And when I got in 6th grade, it was very difficult playing the clarinet because I didn't have much background. But Miss Lyles, she pushed me, and she told me just to keep working and trying, and now I'm the player I am today. And I'm very happy and very proud of her that she got this award. And I'm very happy that I'm able to be up here and speak. Sorry. Miss Lyles has always been here, and I've always been proud of her. When she told us she was going to go teach down in Eastern Kentucky earlier this year, I was like, she's been given an opportunity to teach another band. That's awesome. And an all-state band too. I was very ecstatic and very proud of her. Almost about as proud as I am now that she's receiving this award. Every year, she pushed me to do all-county. She pushed me to do KMEA, and I've made it all 3 years because of her. I've always been scared that I wouldn't make it, but all 3 years because of her, I've been able to do it. She pushed me to do KMEA, solo and ensemble. All 3 years, I've gotten a distinguished because she's pushed me, and she's told me, Erica, if you practice, you can do it. And I practiced, and all 3 years, I've gotten a distinguished. Miss Lyles, thank you for being our band director, and from all of us, we present you these roses.
Thank you, Jazz Band. That was great. Don't forget we have practice tomorrow. Thank you, LG&E, KU, and WHAS for this honor. Thank you, friends and family and colleagues, for being here. Receiving an award like this, and all the attention that goes with it, is overwhelming and humbling. Since receiving notification of the award a few weeks ago, I've done a lot of reflecting on my nearly 26 years in teaching. Why did I become a teacher, a band director? Until 8th grade, band was just something I did. I was in the band because I had some friends who were in band. We had fun, and the band directors were cool. Most of us are, by the way. Then I went to a jazz concert and was hooked. I switched from clarinet to saxophone, started listening to a lot of music, and by freshman year, band and all kinds of music were my life. During the next 4 years, I had so many positive experiences with music that I started to think, how could I continue this beyond high school? I was given some teaching and leadership opportunities within my high school band. I really liked that. Meanwhile, my very hardworking parents were working for big companies and not always getting the appreciation and treatment they deserved. It didn't seem very rewarding. I knew I didn't want any part of that. Deciding to teach allowed me to have a career doing something I was passionate about, making music and working with kids. I didn't have to work for a big company that might not appreciate me. I could work for the students. It's turned out to be more rewarding than I imagined. So that's why I became a band director. Here are some reasons that I've stuck with it. Reason number one, no middle school is a great place to be. When I came here nearly 16 years ago, I was very nervous about taking over the program from my predecessor, Mr. Patton. He had been here since the school opened and was kind of legendary. I found that I was welcomed and valued as part of the No community. After having been an itinerant teacher for many years, it was nice to feel like part of a team. My related arts colleagues offered support, advice, and friendship. These talented and creative folks nurtured my growth as a teacher, and the friendships formed has been priceless to me. From the beginning, I felt trusted by the administration to do my job. I've always felt their support and have been treated with kindness and respect. It became immediately evident to me that the arts are valued at No Middle School. You don't always find that at every school. The teachers on the teams and the support staff are innovative and creative as well. They spend enormous amounts of time helping children be successful. This building is full of workaholics. Reason number two, it is challenging, and there is never a dull moment. Really, people, it's middle school. Every day is different. I'm sure there are many jobs where the routine never changes. That would be boring. You might think after 26 years I've seen and heard it all. I know I haven't, and I think that's great. Tomorrow, some child will say or do something that I've never seen before. There's always in middle school a problem to be solved, whether logistical, musical, behavioral. I could do without those. No two children are alike, and no two classes are alike. I have to constantly adapt what I'm doing to meet the needs of the kids. I get to keep learning on the job, learning through professional development, and more often through informal conversations with my colleagues, like Ms. Pulley. Reason number three, I get to watch students grow socially, intellectually, and musically. 6th graders are still really little kids. They're cute. I get 3 years to watch them go from cute to not cute. Okay. But seriously, by 8th grade, I get to see a glimmer of the adults they are becoming. That's really neat. Musically, while it's very exciting to discover that there's a 6th grade kid walking in the band room door who is already on the way to being awesome, it's even more exciting to watch the ones who struggle at first become really good. I've seen this time and again. Years ago, I taught a little girl in elementary school. She played the flute. She was terrible. Just getting from one note to another was a painstaking task. I had serious doubts that she would ever be successful. She would meet me before school for extra help. I was fortunate to get to teach her again in 7th grade. By then, she was one of the best in the class. I followed her progress through high school and eventually she ended up at a conservatory of music as a flute performance major. She taught me never to give up on a kid. She taught me that everyone learns at a different pace, and sometimes the late bloomers become the best students, the best musicians. This ties into reason number 4. I get to be amazed by kids, and I get to learn lessons from them. The discipline, dedication, and determination that I see from students is inspiring. Destiny, up here on stage, is a great example of that. In 6th grade, she decided to try out for the jazz band. She had been playing trombone for a month. Now, you heard the music. Could somebody play that if they've been playing trombone for a month? She had no business trying out. She really had very little idea of what she was doing, but she stayed after school, worked with my tutors and with me. She auditioned, and I let her in, not because she played well, but because I was impressed with her enthusiasm and fearlessness. This turned out to be one of the smartest things I ever did. By 7th grade, she was 2nd chair all-county. By 8th grade, 1st chair all-county. If something was difficult for her, she just worked harder. She wasn't really impatient about it. Somehow, at a very young age, she figured out that hard work over time brings results. That is inspiring. I find it exciting when students are excited by learning. I have many students like that this year. Just last week, I taught the 6th graders a new scale. One came in the next day excited and wanting me to show that they had gone home and figured it out. One had learned another octave on the scale on her own and then taught herself the 2nd octave of yet another scale. There is one kid who begs me to teach him every instrument in the band. It's exhausting, but exciting. Reason number 5. I think that arts education does so much for kids. Music performance classes such as band offer the opportunity to develop so many skills. The ability to focus, to persevere until you get something right, to really listen, and to work together toward common goals. Who doesn't need those skills to be successful in life? Arts education teaches personal responsibility and group responsibility. The students know that I get mad when they don't do their work or they miss a practice. I hope they know that it's because I want them to learn responsibility even more than I want them to learn music. Some last thoughts on what I want for my students. I want them to be musically accomplished enough to not need me. I want them to know the value of teamwork and to love music. I hope that they get that hard work can be fun because it leads to achievement of goals. I want them to know that it's important to take risks and do things that make them uncomfortable, like playing a solo, because that's what makes them grow. I want them to know the joy of being part of a group that they can be proud of. I have a student who last year, as a 6th grader, listened to our recordings from the KMEA Festival, watched the slideshow of pictures from the event, and wanted copies because he said it felt good to be a part of something. That feeling is what I really want for the kids. Thank you to my students for allowing me to do what I love to do each day. And now for a few more thank yous. Thank you, Pam Flights, music specialist for JCPS. Everything you do in that role benefits kids. Our JCPS music programs have grown in quantity and quality during your tenure. You have provided meaningful professional development for the music teachers and many, many new opportunities for our music students. Thank you to Mrs. McDowell and Dr. Sayre for being the best principals anyone could work for. Jennifer Cave for being able to solve any problem or answer any question at any time. Mr. Walker, Ms. Dukes, Ms. George, Ms. Holt, and Ms. Shimwell for your support as well. And thanks to the rest of the folks in the office who are the most helpful, efficient, and kindest people I know. Thanks to John Gribbins for organizing this event, and I think nearly everything else that ever happens in this building. Thanks for calming me down as I prepared for today. I want to thank my family for being here, my husband Mike, daughters Margaret and Lily, my dad and stepmother, Bob and Phyllis Hersfeld, and my sister Tammy Walker and brother-in-law Vance Walker. This is not their first time here. My husband attends all my concerts. Lily has been to at least 13 in her 7 years. Margaret was in the band here. She says I gave her detention once for not having her music. No, I grounded her for not having her music. I don't remember. My sister and her husband sent their daughters here, and both girls were in the band. My father and stepmother continue to attend concerts, even though there are not any grandchildren still going here. I'm thankful for the expectation of success that I received from my parents when I was growing up and the support that they gave me in all my endeavors. And I'm thankful to my family for their support of all the time that goes into this job. The last thing I want to share with you is something I discovered 2 nights ago on that all-important source of information, Facebook. I think it was a kind of sign that it showed up while I was taking a break from writing this speech. This is a small part of a poem by an unknown author, and it touches on something I have not talked much about, and that is the intrinsic value of music. It's called "This Is Why I Teach Music." Not because I expect you to major in music, not because I expect you to play or sing all your life, not even so you can relax and have fun, but so you will recognize beauty, so you will be sensitive, so you'll be closer to an infinite beyond this world, so you'll have something to cling to, so that you will have more love, more compassion, more gentleness, more good, in short, more life. Of what value will it be to make a prosperous living unless you know how to live? Thank you.